This presentation is on how to use YouTube to upload a video that you've created and allow YouTube Creator Studio to automatically caption the video and then allow you to go in and edit those captions for punctuation or misspelling or occasionally correct the text. But overall, it does a very good job if you speak clearly when making your video. You can caption in many languages. I'm only going to show you English. But what we're going to do here is there are some videos that have already been pre-created on YouTube by Michelle at @1, and that's this link here. So I'm going to recommend in a moment that you go to that link and learn how to do this. So let me just go over and show you what you would see. So when you enter that link, you'll see a series of 4 videos here, and they're very short, 1.5 minutes, basically 4.5 minutes, 3.5, well, about 2 minutes. So 10 minutes or 10 or 11 minutes. It's very small amount of video to watch. And so in a moment I'm going to ask you to pause this video and go watch those, because frankly, before I made this video that I'm making for you right now, I learned how to do this by watching her videos. And what I found useful was to go through her videos and and I would pause them at certain spots, and then I would open up another window on my YouTube account and I would practice as far as she illustrated using one of my own videos. And I ran into a couple problems here and there as something was confusing to me, but it didn't take long to figure it out and to go back and review her video and see what it was I needed to do. So I was very quickly able to use her videos and get up and get a file captioned and produced, and it worked very well. So we're going to have you do that. Now, one thing she didn't show on there was how to upload a video on YouTube, and I'll just show you that very quickly. Let me go over to my account. I'm just here at youtube.com. Sign in. You need to log in. I'm in my account. I can see over here if I click here that it knows who I am. So it has to be your own account. And then you go down to here, YouTube Studio Beta, to get into the kind of the starting point for all this. Now you'll see that I have a file here that I've already captioned, and I'm going to come back to that in a minute. But what I want you to do now is I want you to go to the link that I showed you and watch these 4 videos. And so pause this thing that you're watching, watch her videos, and then come back to mine. All right, I'm going to assume that you watched the videos at this link, the 4 by Michelle that I described, and you created a captioned video. So let's go back into the one that I did, and I'll show you how to export captions. So here I am on my account, and I have this one video here selected. Okay, I've only got one uploaded. I could click on videos and select the particular one. I'll select test captions, and then I'll go to transcriptions here. Okay, now once I have the transcriptions, the one I want here is over here in publish. Now when you bring your cursor over publish, you see this little icon that shows up. So click on that, this thing with the arrow, and it puts you into where you can edit your captions as Michelle showed you on her videos. But I'm going to go ahead and not do that. I'm going to go here, I'm going to download, and I can download it. I could download in 3 formats, and I want to pick SRT. So click SRT, and it loads caption files down here for me. Okay, and should probably just be in the downloads area. It's not really, you don't really see that here. Let me pull that back into view as the captions, and I have it there from when I did it before. So let's go through this next process. So I've come into Camtasia Studio, and if I want to add captions to this, I click over here. I click on I've got this here. I click on the captions button, and then you get an add caption. You don't want to click on that because it's manual. It says to create captions, import or drag and drop caption file. So I'm going to actually drag and drop the caption file here. Let me get back to where that is. So I went back over to Explorer. So I'll pull that down a little bit, and I'll just take this one and I'll drag it into that window. Okay, and so it put in that file, and it's gotten the timing right. So it's very nice. So it's got all the timing right, and I pretty much am done. I just can share the file. I can produce it the way you would normally produce a Camtasia file, and then I will have captions on it. Let me illustrate. I bounced over into Camtasia in the documents area to where I produced this. So if I click the HTML thing, this was just a test that I did. I've got that.
This
and
is a
here
presentation
you can
on
see
accessibility overview.
I'm hearing the voice. You probably won't, but if I click the captions, I can get them on or not. Okay?
Documents.
So that's how that's done. And that pretty much wraps up the YouTube presentation between the video that I produced here and the ones from Michelle that I wanted you to watch. And then as a bonus, how to export the caption file and import it into Camtasia, which you, like I did, may be using as your primary video capture tool. That makes that very convenient. Then you can produce something in the Camtasia environment should you choose to go that way. There is one more thing I want to show you. I showed you the downloads here. We've got the caption files, and we imported them into Camtasia. But another nice use for a caption file is sort of a transcript. It allows your students to search on a word and find out where it's discussed in a video. So let me show you. When I open this file, it looks like this. And I open it up just in a tool called TextPad, but any plain text editor will work fine. Just open up in a text format. So if you look, you see here's slide 1. Slide 1 basically starts at 0, and it goes to about 8 seconds. And here it starts where that one left off and goes to about 13 seconds. And on and on. If we go through the whole file, we can see here we get 1 minute and 41 seconds. It shows you the range that's covered on the timeline and the slide number. So, but you see the words here too. And this is the edited captions, the one where I added punctuation and capitalization and that sort of thing. So if you provided a version of that for your students as a transcript, they could, and you gave them a little coaching, and they're looking for a particular word. They're looking for a word about federal. They're looking for the word federal. So if they did a search on it and brought them down here, they could say, I need to go around 1 minute and 35 seconds in the video to kind of hear what I wanted to hear about things that involved federal. So just a little tip that you can provide that in another way on a website as an extra resource for your students. All right, that ends the presentation on YouTube and importing caption files into Camtasia and using caption files as transcripts.